That the freeze drags Pastor Fato Nyimbo over Igbo Christians as stingy statement. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. According to some reports online, the founder of the Commonwealth of Zion Assembly, popularly known as COZA, Pastor Fato Nyimbo, said that the Igbo Christians find it difficult to donate money to the church. Oh God, they will come for you. Oh my goodness, they will come for you. Not just Daddy Freeze, but the founder of the Fato Nyimbo, the founder of Zion, Commonwealth of Zion Assembly. They will come for him sincerely. They will come for him. Now, donating money to the church, there are people that have this perspective of thinking. They will always say that the church has enough of people donating money to it, especially when you see that those churches are well-to-do. Those churches that they are GOs, they have luxury to flaunt around, they have planes, they have cars, exotic cars, they are living the life. There are some people, Christians, who are going to say that they have even stopped anything concerning giving out money to the church. There are people like that. They will tell you that they would rather go out and give it to people who really need it. They give it to the orphans, they give it to widows, they give it to those who they are better off. There are people who do this. They don't have any. They will tell you that they have enough people already. They will say, okay, even if they want to give, they give their tithe. There are some people who have said that, when discussion arranged, they'll say, see, giving it to the church who already has money, what am I giving it for exactly? What are they using it to do? Instead, let's give it to people. Except in certain churches where they have a particular community that takes care of this. In some churches, they have people who tend to the widows, tend to the less privileged in the society. But there are people who have this opinion of, I will give church my tithe, but anything outside my tithe, first fruit or whatever you call it, I'd rather give it to people who really need it. Even people say they fight these days. They take it outside. That is their own opinion. I'm not saying it is right, but that is their own opinion. But come out to say, as a pastor, sincerely, you have shot yourself in your leg. What are you expecting? What do you mean? People will take it. I don't know the context which you are putting this out of, but people will take it like, what's this man saying? Doesn't mean that this man is so aimed. It is for people to keep donating money. They'll come up with how have you bettered these people's life? A lot of people will come out and drag him, most definitely, for this particular issue. So let's find out what Daddy Freeze has to say about this, because I know that the freeze shall be enter person well. Okay, let's listen to the rest of the news. The news in detail. Please stay with us. The pastor was speaking during the sermon at his church in Abuja, noted that the Igbo people have large hearts, but they prefer to do things at their will. Hustling is a cause. Some persons find it difficult to give because how much they hustle to get the money. The Igbo believes in God. It is difficult for an Igbo guy to give. They have a large heart, but they believe you shouldn't work their minds. They are 90% Christian, but no mega church, Pastor Fato Nyimbo said. However, the statement by the pastor did not sit well with Daddy Freeze, who called out the pastor for making such statements. Daddy Freeze aired his view by saying such statement does not speak good of the Igbo people. Okay, that is all what he said. Let me say this. And also when it comes to being given, like I said earlier on, people choose various means. Like there are people who would tell you that they'd rather go and give out this money to people who they really think need it. Rather than giving out to, I want to give out money. My pastor is riding cars. My pastor has a jet. My pastor, he's living the life. So why should I give him? Let me give it to someone who is actually in their need of a money. And of course, there are places, in the Holy Book that, quoted people who have given to those people. And of course, their money has been put to good use. There are people who just think like that. Okay? They are not stingy but refuse to be manipulated by pastors who exploit members through tithes and offerings. That is why if you travel to the east, you don't see churches every corner as in the south, because church owners know Igbo land is not a nice place for church business. But they are flourishing and doing well in business. Don't say that they are stingy because they refuse to be brainwashed. Oh my God, did you hear that? They said, okay, these people, they are smart people. They know that you cannot manufacture. They cannot. Like I said earlier before, there are people who, whether Christians or not, but majority Christians will tell you that they stand for giving the money to the people. That what's the essence of you giving money? You want to really give out money, and you're giving money to another person. Meanwhile, in the business world, that is what amounts to more money. But unfortunately, we're not talking about business now. Giving out money to people who they're going to put it to good use. I mean, there is what I call a joy in giving someone who really, really who really, really needs that money. Just for instance, you're walking around and you find, for instance, you find someone who is actually in need of money. Like say, for instance, you find someone who has been thrown out of his house because he cannot pay house rent, and that person is on the streets. And then you walk in, you see that person maybe standing in front of a gate or begging for alms, and you walk in. Sincerely, some people will tell you, in that kind of scenario, what do you do? Some will say, I'd rather give that person who needs the money daily. Some people will say, some people do come out and, they will lie. They'll say, leave them. At the end of the day, whether somebody comes to you to lie, that he or she needs money or not, or maybe he or she even is having more money than you, it does not stop your blessing from coming forth. That is just the truth. It does not. Okay. Unlike Anglican and Catholic churches, Igbos spend years, money, energy in Pentecostal churches. Yes, they are politically excluded out of Central Executive Council. Check winners, redeem, Mountain of Fire, Christ Embassy. Mr. Money Pastor, please. How many Igbos are senior pastors in your church? Igbos are not loved to be in church or politics. Even if they kill themselves, it will be said they didn't die well. Okay. Does it mean that people attend the church to pick up controversies? This is becoming baffling. The thing is that all this are not affecting his growth. Go to the church in Abuja and see. You will marvel and want to keep attending. He is a man after God's heart. Ah, my goodness. A lot of people have opinions, different opinions on this. And of course, that is the juice of life. If me and you have the same opinion, life is going to be very, very boring, okay? In those your other tribe churches, could you please point out that Igbo pastors has attained the position of assistant general overseer in such churches? The measure you use for one should be the measure you used for you. You want them to give, but don't reciprocate by giving them sensitive positions in your church. Trust my Igbo brothers, they carry lies. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful opinion here. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of it. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.